How are we doing, guys? I have just got back from work. It's been a long afternoon. I am in sports gear because I've just helped out with the gymnastics ECA, and now I'm back. So I thought that I would do a little video about cars and getting your license whilst you're out here because, well, first of all, I had someone message me about this and I said I would. And secondly, if you come out here to teach or if you just come out here to work in general, getting yourself a car, getting yourself licenses and all of that process is quite important. Once you have got your residency visa and you get your Emirates ID, there is a window in which you then need to upgrade your personal driver's license to the UAE driver's license. Otherwise, you are breaking the law if you drive your own car. So it's an important process and it's something that once you've done, life becomes a lot easier. There's a few things that you need to know about the process. So that is what this video is going to be about. Hopefully it won't be too long, but if you are interested in driving your own car out here in the UAE, this video is for you. But considering we are talking about cars and driving, I figured I'd go and do this video in my car. Yeah. Let's go. Boy. Okay, we are now in the car. It might seem a bit bizarre if anyone's watching. Luckily, I don't think anyone is about because I am now just recording in my car. Anyway, the process of getting your own car, the process of getting your license. Now, these are two different things. The license will probably come first. And the reason I say that is because when you come out here, you can hire a car from one of the many hire or leasing companies, Europa car, things like that. And if you come over here on a general tourist visa, you can hire a car straight away. All right, you hand over your driver's license, they scan it, your ID, whether that is your Emirates ID, if you've got it at that point, or whether it's your passport. And then you just set up a monthly rolling payment system and you can use the car for as long or as little as you require it for. After you have got your residency, however, and your visa is upgraded and you obviously are in employment out here, you then are required to get your UAE driver's license. Now, your UAE driver's license is probably very similar to the license you've already got. It is a little plastic card with your picture on it and the information about how old you are, where you live, date of birth, and then the kind of vehicles you should drive. So it's very similar to the license that you probably already have, depending on which country you're from. Now, I do know, because I've spoken to people that are from different parts of the world, obviously being from the UK, I have a driver's license that is widely accepted, but there are other countries that the driver's license aren't as widely accepted, and therefore I do know of people that have had to retake driving tests and have had to take some lessons in order to get the UAE license. So I can't talk about the full process for that because I've not done it, but I do know that there are many driving schools that you can go to out here in the UAE and you can get your license that way. Okay, I'm very aware it's quite dark in here, so I am going to shoot back up to my apartment where the light is a bit better, but at least part of the video was inside my car. I'm going to just take that. See you in the apartment. And I'm back in the apartment, which is good because, not only do I get to sit in the sofa, but there's also aircon. I was beginning to sweat quite profusely in the car because I didn't have the engine on because I sat anyway. As I was saying, if you are fortunate enough, like myself, to have a British driver's license or a license that is widely accepted, All you then need to do is you need to get your license translated from British, or whichever language it is in, to Arabic. Now, you do this by going to a typing office. There are many, many typing offices. You only need to search them in Google. You probably drive past them or walk past them. They are everywhere. And you go in, you say what you need to get done, and they will sort it for you. Now, the typing office that I went to, the man that dealt with me in my case, he was able to set up a case directly with the Abu Dhabi police. Obviously, the same would apply for Dubai or whichever emirate you're in. The cost of it all cost me about 200 dirhams. He took a photo of me. He scanned all of my current license and all of my paperwork, the passport and all that. I paid him 200 dirhams and he set everything up for me. All I then needed to go and do was get an eye test. The eye tests are pretty simple. You just read the letters and numbers off the screen. That costs about 50 dirhams. So far, I spent 50 dirhams, which is the equivalent of £10, and 200 dirhams, which is the equivalent of about £40. So we're £50 in at this stage. Once you've done that, you then get an account set up with the Abu Dhabi police and they start to process everything. In order for your card to be created, which is the one I showed you earlier, this one, you need to go down to your local transport police department and you will pay online 600 dirhams, which is about £120. Once you've done that, they will be able to tell you a date and time to go down to get your card, which again is this. They print it off for you, give it over, and you have got your UAE driver's license. Simple. Now, in terms of once you've got your license and if you are looking to buy a car, this is a little bit different. I have spoken a little bit about buying a car in the past. It really depends on how much you want to spend, whether you want to buy a car outright, whether you want to do some sort of finance option. There are many options for you. Now, if you go to a reputable car dealership, there are, again, options. You can either pay upfront in cash if you've got it, or you can do some kind of banking finance system. I went for the finance. I was able to go into a legitimate car garage. They got in contact with my bank. They sorted out the price, the monthly repayments, and now I have a car that I am paying off month by month in a very affordable way. When you buy yourself a car, you will get a card registration card. Looks a bit like this. It's a little gold card that has all of the information on it about you and your car. It has who you are, it has your driver's license number, it has got all of the policy numbers that you've got, your expiry dates and so on. It also has your method of payment, all the details about the car, and it even has information on it that will link to your Abu Dhabi or Dubai online system where you can look at insurance and so on. The reason that these two combined are so important is if for whatever reason you get yourself or you find yourself in a sticky situation like a car accident or something, which I have done already, I will link a video in the description to that. You basically just hand these over to the police, they determine who was at fault, and all of the details are instantly transferred. And a report is basically created that states who was in the wrong and all of the information is on there. The reason that's so good in this country is because if, for instance, and this happened to me, someone drives into you or causes a crash and you have damage to yourself or your car, you call the police up, they come to you, they file a report, and you don't have to worry about trying to make deals or argue with whoever it was that caused the accident. All you do is the police come up, they deal with it, they sort it out. You then go to your insurance with the information, your cards, with the report the police have done, and everything is handled from there. So it is actually very, very easy to deal with incidents like that. The hardest thing is to stay calm. So there you go, guys. That is the video covered. I'm not going to go into too much more about cars and driving out here. I've done videos on that in the past. Like I say, I will link some in the description of this video if you want to check those out. But today's video was specifically about how to get access to your driver's license, and I suppose then how to buy a car and the cards that you get. So there you go. Video complete. I hope you guys found that useful. If you did, please hit the like button. Comment down below if you want to know anything more about any of the systems out here, such as driving and stuff like that. If you are interested in any teacher-related videos because you are potentially looking to become a teacher out here or you already are a teacher out here, go over and subscribe to the channel. I have done many videos on settling into life out here in the UAE, in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. which I know many people have found very useful because you guys have messaged me on Instagram, which is incredible. So finally, subscribe, like the video, comment, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.